Welcome to Colorize HD. In this video, you'll witness the power of our most advanced texture processor as it transforms your scenes, recoloring and enhancing textures to bring depth, harmony, and life to your vision.
One world, endless design, texture shifting, colors align. From shadows deep to radiant gleam, Colorize brings life to the scene. A dragon roars in golden glow, flames ignite where shadows flow. Stone and steel once dull, now bright, every detail brought to light. Crates and shields with textures reborn, tombs and ruins no longer worn. Each object tells a story anew. Colorize makes the vision come through. Transform the scene, watch it ignite. Turn the dark into vibrant light. From ancient halls to forest green, Colorize crafts what's never been. Every object, every hue, a world of wonder shaped by you.
Now then, you're probably wondering how much of this was made possible by Colorize HD. The answer is, Colorize HD handled all the texture transformations you saw, from recoloring to enhancing the metallic reflections, smoothness, and glowing elements. However, we did add elements like fire effects, trees, and sand in some examples to complete the scenes. But here's the key. By transforming the textures, Colorize HD made those scenes make sense. Imagine fire without the glowing embers or a desert without the golden hues of sand. These changes gave the scenes depth and brought them to life. Also, all of the transformations you just saw were completed in under a day. Keep in mind, these changes didn't just affect the areas we showcased, but the textures for the entire dungeon. Now, even though Colorize HD was responsible for the vast majority of these changes, let's take a closer look and highlight some of the details that are not so obvious. For this scene, we aim to create the look and feel of an underground water dungeon. This was achieved by manipulating the metallic and reflection textures to give the marble pillars and tiles a wet, glistening appearance, capturing the dungeon's damp atmosphere. Take a closer look at that crate. It now features a weathered, almost rusted wood effect, giving it a sense of age and wear. This subtle detail helps tie the props into the dungeon's environment. And then there's the dragon. Using emissions, we gave its textures a stunning electric eel-like glow, with vibrant streaks of blue energy coursing across its wings and body. This not only adds a magical element, but also emphasizes the dragon as a key focal point in the scene. Finally, the color palette we have chosen for this scene plays a crucial role in bringing everything together. Shades of deep green and blue dominate the environment, reinforcing the feeling of a damp underground water dungeon. And this time, we envisioned a lost red clay dungeon hidden deep within the jungle. We opted for a dry surface look to highlight the ruggedness of the environment. Now take a closer look at the statues. Though we added overgrowing plants manually, they wouldn't have felt complete without the mossy textures added using Colorize HD. This subtle detail ties the statues seamlessly into their overgrown jungle surroundings. For the dragon, we drew inspiration from the vibrant patterns of dart frogs, creatures known for their bright, poisonous appearance in similar environments. The vivid orange and green hues, applied with Colorize HD, give the dragon a toxic, dangerous look that fits perfectly within this jungle setting. For this dungeon scene, we wanted to capture the aftermath of a scorched, fiery environment. Notice the glowing embers scattered on the crates and pillars, giving them a burnt, charred appearance. The pillars also feature a dry, dirty, smoke-chalked texture with ashy details, emphasizing the overwhelming presence of smoke and fire. The dragon itself embodies this fiery theme. Its soul burns so intensely that even its hide cannot contain the heat. Look closely and you'll see emissions glowing between the crevices of its coal-like scales, creating the appearance of molten heat radiating through ashen cracks. This texture transformation makes the dragon feel both alive and dangerously hot. Lastly, we decided to make the statues metallic. This choice not only highlights their importance, but also allows the glowing firelight to reflect beautifully off their surfaces, enhancing the scene's dramatic and fiery ambiance. And here we aim to recreate the look of a lost elevated temple ruin nested high in a misty mountainous area. The misty atmosphere helps evoke the sense of isolation and height, but to make it feel cohesive, we painted much of the environment to give it a mossy texture. Despite this, you can still make out the original materials peeking through the patches of moss, adding a realistic touch. We added moss to the pillars, tiles, and even the crates. Notice how the moss integrates seamlessly into the textures, making the objects feel like they've been sitting in this environment for ages. Even though the trees were added manually to complete the scene, their bark has been colorized to give it a mossy texture. Without this adjustment, their original textures would have felt completely out of place in this environment. This desert temple scene draws inspiration from the wear and tear seen in ancient Egyptian pyramids. The pillars and rocks show detailed weathering, giving the environment a sense of age and history. The dragon blends into the environment with its camouflage, featuring bright orange details to suggest it could be poisonous, an adaptation for survival in this harsh desert setting. To further immerse the viewer, we used Colorize HD to create the illusion of sand resting on the steps and the crevices of objects. On the other hand, the sand on the floor, covering the tiles, is part of the terrain, utilizing a sand texture we added to complete the scene. And just to be clear, for all these scene transformations, we never used any external textures. Every texture transformation you saw was done entirely using Colorize HD. Of course, we added some elements like plants, fire breath, and special effects to complete the scenes, but when it came to the textures, that was 100% Colorize.
Life flows where colors are spread. The dragon scales the night's own crest. With Colorize, bring out your best. Candles flicker, treasure shines. Textures shift through endless designs. A single scene, 100 dreams. Colorize reveals unseen schemes. Transform the scene, watch it ignite. Turn the dark into vibrant light. From ancient halls to forest green, Colorize crafts what's never been. Every object, every hue, a world of wonder shaped by you.